Back in 2019, DiRT 2.0 was nominated for the Best Racing Game award. Fairly so, taking into consideration the beautiful graphics, the lovely sounds of cars and their variety, in addition to a friendly gamepad experience for beginners and a horror experience for experienced wheel drivers, DiRT 2.0 had all the right to win this award. But what DiRT 2.0 did wrong was not staying true to its core fanbase, the players that loved DiRT 1. Today we're gonna be discussing what did DiRT 2.0 do wrong and has it disappointed its supporters. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for another discussion video. Now, if you're interested in these type of videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel and give me more topics down in the comments below to discuss in future videos. Firstly, I would like to say that DiRT 2.0 is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, rally game. DiRT 2.0 is giving you experiences that no other game could give, similarly to WC9 stages, let's just say. Whenever the time arrives to make a historic video, there's no other place to go for other than good old DiRT 2.0. DiRT 2.0 covers up the history of rallying from the early 60s to the infamous Group B era up until the modern R5 generation of cars that were pretty much WC cars up until 2016. The stages as well in DiRT 2.0 are anything but poor, with a variety of environments and some challenging, fast stages. DiRT 2.0 can be tough and satisfying, especially when you manage to clinch your first ever stage victory. The stages, together with a great roster of cars, sum up to an unlimited amount of car and stage combination. Now all this sounds good, but the unfortunate thing is that we had to pay a lot of money for most of this content in comparison to DiRT 1. Before though I throw the blame on Codemasters and call them greedier than EA, I'm gonna just excuse them with a bad marketing move, I guess. I'm a person that has paid for all the F Factor 2, ACC, AMS and almost all the AMS2 DLCs, and I've never whined about a single penny I've spent on this. Have I whined about DiRT 2.0? Yes, but not about the quality. You see, when you buy a game on day one, you at least expect to have the same content as in the first game, with few additions as well and more new and additional content added later into the game in the form of DLCs and season passes. See, that wasn't the case with DiRT 2.0. Whereas in DiRT 1 we had a full game on full price and absolutely no DLCs, on DiRT 2.0 we had some new free content, but some of the essential DiRT 1 content was carried over to DiRT 2.0 in the form of DLCs. Now this is where this game is starting to sting a little bit. It is just not allowed to do that. I know the game can be bought for literally $10 to $15 nowadays with all the DLCs as well, but for most hardcore DiRT fans who bought everything on day one, it is just unfair, and it shows that you've betrayed your core fanbase by making them pay €50 for the base game and €50 for its season pass. I've personally paid €118.84 buying the base game, the first 2 season passes, and then selectively buying cars and tracks. Now my problem isn't the money I've spent, but the fact that I've spent it on content that was available on the previous game. Essential content like Monte Carlo, which is a combination of tarmac, ice and snow, Sweden, which is the only snowy location, and cars such as the Group B rear-wheel drive and the kit cars were all part of stupid price DLCs. Not only that, but they didn't even bother bringing back Hill Climb, which was undoubtedly my favorite thing to do on DiRT 1. Here's a DLC I would pay to have with extra tracks and cars, but instead, they decided to put prices on content that already existed. So at the end of the day, what did DiRT 2.0 offer? Better physics, great car models and a lot of rallycross tracks and cars, which are 2 things I really liked in the game, and a lot of refreshed and updated content brought back from DiRT 1. They tried making up for their stupid DLC policy by giving the buyers of at least one season pass the flat out DLC for free, which was a great DLC, giving you 2 new cars and a few skins from Colin McRae cars and a new gravel location, Scotland by the way. But that's just not enough to change my mind. It's just something that you can't do on any game. When you buy the new iteration of DiRT, you're expecting at least the base content that existed on DiRT 1 add up a few extra content, not a lot, like one new location, a few new cars, maybe 2 new locations, a few new cars, and then gradually put DLCs with new content in. Like, literally, they've abandoned the game now, and it's just sad because it hasn't reached its full potential. Talking about now the future of it, what's next for DiRT Rally 2.0? Unfortunately, nothing. It will always be one of the best rally games and will forever offer me a great experience and good content, providing me with video ideas, but it's a crime to think that this game will not get new content anymore. There's literally so many things they could have added, such as an underdog DLC including cars from different eras that were always considered underdogs, or more tarmac and snow locations. The capabilities of DiRT Rally 2.0 are unlimited, and that's why its abandoning hurts. Don't get me wrong, I like all the Rallycross content they have released, but there should have been an equal and maybe greater amount of rally content added. The foundations are there for DiRT Rally 2.0 to become the most complete rally game, and instead Codemasters have given up on it as soon as they made enough money to move on to the next game. And this is not a made up conclusion. If you really see every single fact about this game and how it developed through the years, it is a crime to develop this game for only 1 or 2 years maximum. Like, it's a game of, like, we've got Richard Benz Rally. It's still modded by the community, and it's currently one of the best rally games still, purely because people still develop it, people still mod it. Imagine the capabilities that the game like DiRT Rally 2.0 had, especially with the budget that Codemasters have, the backing now by EA. I know they've got different plans at this point, but honestly, this could have been, DiRT Rally 2.0 could have been the best rally game of a decade if they really did put more work into it. Like, the graphics are there, the physics are there, you can maybe make them even better, you can soon make them better, but I'm not even going to criticize the physics. Overall, this could have been the best rally game of our era, but they've completely messed it up by stopping making content on the game and moving on to Arcade Dirt 5, getting ready for the new license on WC. And talking about that, what's next for Codemasters overall? Well, Codemasters and Rally Games is a combination that will never stop existing, whether it's an arcade or a sim racing game, especially after acquiring the official WC license from 2023 to 2027. We don't really know what to expect from Codemasters. Well, they've said that obviously they're not going to stop releasing dirt games. They didn't mention DiRT Rally. I'm just gonna say that they didn't mention DiRT Rally. They said dirt games. So I'm expecting them to keep, releasing the Arcade Dirt series and move on to the sim racing genre with a WRC license. So we'll most likely be getting yearly releases of a WRC game, which will be a real challenging thing to do, just like it was for Kiloton, except they do have the backing of EA. Is that the end of the DiRT Rally franchise or not? Or is it the end up until 2027 when they're gonna lose the license again, or they're gonna renew it? Depends. Personally, I think it's not. It's a game that no other like it exists unless Sebastian Loeb Rally Evo 2 ever releases, which sounds a bit surreal at this point. DiRT Rally 2.0 has historic locations, historic cars, and a great handling model overall. Whether they implement classic cars and location on the future official WC games, if this is the end of the DiRT Rally franchise, it's an unfulfilling and disappointing ending to a game that could have been the best had it been released, in my opinion, in a different era of gaming. So that was the video for today, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear your opinions on what I've said about DiRT Rally 2.0, and please take everything that I've said with us, the guy that loves this game and hated to see it fail in the way I saw it through my eyes. So that's why I really want to hear your opinions down in the comments below. Do you think DiRT Rally 2.0 failed, or what did you think that Codemasters did wrong with the game? As well as hear your own ideas. I want to hear your own ideas of what the future holds for Codemasters and the DiRT Rally franchise in general. Do you think they're gonna keep on making DiRT Rally games, or they're gonna just take a huge break? In my opinion, they should have just kept on working on DiRT Rally 2.0 while making the WRC games. it's a bit sad to see this game being abandoned at this point, but hopefully in a few years, I don't know, the next generation, 10 years, the Rally 3 will come out and it will probably be the best rally game that we'll ever see. Until next video though, which is either the Safari video if I ever end up posting it, because honestly my relationship at this point with this video is a little bit weird. I love the concept, but I don't like how I've created it so far, so I might actually never post it. So sorry for the hype, and know a lot of you wanted it. If I don't post it this year, like in the next week or so, we'll post it next year probably, like completely remake the whole thing, because it was a little bit of a weird situation. The Safari Rally will still be around next year, so we shouldn't really worry about that. So the video is still there, but in general a lot of videos are coming. Planning to post Richard Burns Rally, a lot of BeamNG videos are coming up, and also F1 2021 with the brand new series that I will be announcing very soon. It is going to be called Reliving the 2021 season. So no breaking point, no career mode. I don't think I will discuss this in a video, but if you really want to learn my opinion on the whole F1 2021 and how they market the games, again, Codemasters, as obviously, you can just follow me on Twitter or just follow my community like tab on the channel, but mostly Twitter. That's where I do my little rants and all that. But either way, until next video guys, I'll catch you later. See ya.